Good morning, Mickey. I'm going to show you using a system I've never tried before, but we're going to show you how to fill out these forms. I don't know how you have them on your phone. This is how they are on my phone. First, let's look at Jobber. Upper left corner of the screen of the square here. You hit on the Jobber button. Jobber will come up in bright green. In Jobber, the top line, there's a gear icon and the month. Then there's a line of days and dates. Then there's a line with what I have called the people button, two little green people there. Then there's your name, and then the little box that has 0 in it will tell you how many stops you have when you pull up your stops. And then there's 2 view buttons. You want to have the right-hand button, the one with the 3 dots and then the 2 bigger squares. That's the one you want to use, and you'll see why in a minute. At the bottom of the screen, there's a line that says Home, Schedule, Time Sheet, Search. First thing you want to do is hit Timesheet, and then clock in. You see I've been working 53 minutes today because I'm clocked in. So you hit clock in just so we can keep track of how many hours you're working so that we know whether this is all working or not. At the end of the day, you'll clock out and it'll keep track of your time. Again, at the bottom, hit the schedule button. Home, schedule, timesheet, search. Hit the schedule button and that'll take you back to where you were. Hit the people button next to your name towards the top. Hit the people button. Come on, hit the people. There we go. And it will pull up a list of routes and people that work for the company. At the bottom, scroll down this list. At the bottom, you'll see the Y swap route, KTLCB outpost. That's what you're working. So you hit that. And now here's your work list for the day. You go to KTLCB for your pre-trip. You start your route there. There's a form you fill out. We'll go over that form in a few minutes on another video. Then there's places you're going. You're going to the Balance Restaurant in downtown, the Balance Restaurant in Perrysburg, the Balance Restaurant in Maumee, Heritage Interactive, which is the company that cleans the office building for Eaton. So you're actually going to Eaton Corporation, but the company that pays the bill is Heritage Interactive. So in our computer, it's listed as Heritage Interactive. That's not going to be the sign out front. It's going to say Eaton Corporation out front. Then you're going to the Balance Restaurant in Sylvania. Then you go back to KTLCB, keep Toledo, Lucas County beautiful on Metzinger Road, and take off the carts that you have and fill out another form. So every stop that you do, whether you're at KTLCB or whether you're on the route, there's a form that needs to be filled out. I'll show you each one of those forms in different videos here. To start your route, you just click on the first place. And so let's click on the first one, pre-trip at the outpost, KTLCB, keep Toledo, Lucas County beautiful. You hit that, and it brings up another page. You hit start time. Now, if you've never been there, on the right above the word start timer, there's a telephone, and there's a little, like an exclamation point. Hit that little exclamation point, and the system will automatically route you to where you're going. At the bottom there, it says start. You hit start, and it will plot you.
Head east on Valerie Arms Drive toward Philadelphia Drive.
It will plot you a map from where you are. It's plotting from where I'm at, where I live here on Valerie Arms Drive in Dayton. It will plot you a map how to get to your location. So you just hit start, and follow. She'll take you right to every location you go to. I'm just going to back out of that because we don't need that. Okay. So that's how you find where you're going. When you get to the location you're going to, you hit start timer. You go out and do your go out and do your work. Take pictures of the full carts, swap the carts, strap them down again, come back into your truck, fill out the paperwork, the other form that you fill out on your phone. When you're all done at that location, you hit stop timer. And then over here where it says it will give you hit stop timer. I can't hit stop timer or it'll screw up the whole day here, but you hit stop timer and then you hit, I'll do it and reset it then. And then you mark it complete. So you start timer, you go do your actions, fill out all your paperwork. As you're ready to pull out of the driveway, you hit stop timer and mark the job complete. And it will keep track of how long you were at each location and that you were at that location. So there's at every location you go to, you use two forms. You use the jobber form where you clock in and clock out of the location, and then you do the service visit form, which shows what you've actually done at the location. I'll go over that form momentarily. At the end of the night, then after you hit the back arrow, upper left-hand corner, the back arrow, back out. Now, if you look, you see that the pre-trip Keep Toledo Lucas is grayed out. That means you've done it. You've marked it complete. It's done. You hit the next location. You hit the direction, that little direction exclamation point thing right above the word stop timer. And it will give you the directions to the next location. You hit at the bottom of the screen, you hit start and just follow the directions. When you get to the next location, you hit start timer, you go do your work, you hit stop timer, mark complete. Back out. And if you had done all of that, the balance downtown would be grayed out. Then you just go to the next one, balance Perrysburg. You go to the next one, balance Maumee. Same thing every time. Start timer, go do your work, stop timer, mark complete, go to the next location, hit the direction button if you don't know the directions, and follow the directions. And when you get all the way back down, even at the very last stop, outpost, this is the end of the route at Toledo, Lucas County Beautiful. You can get directions to get there. Start timer, take the carts off the truck, off your trailer, and do the paperwork. Every stop there's paperwork. Every stop. So don't ever leave a place. There's two pieces of paperwork at every stop. The jobber form and then the service visit form or the logging form. We'll go over those two forms momentarily. But this is how you use Jobber. I'm going back, hitting the back arrow button at the bottom. You want to, and then you can always change the date by moving the date bar at the top. If it's not on the right month, you can across the top of the screen, you can change the date. You can change the month, but normally I'm going to hit the today button. You just want to go today. And your route right now will always be the Y swap route. At the end of the day, after you've done everything, when you're back at Keep Toledo Lucas County Beautiful and you're ready to sign out, hit the people button. Go down the list to where your name is, Mickey Empey, hit that. And then hit timesheet, and you would clock out. Now you see, because I hit the clock in and clock out button, Jobber automatically posts me that I did that stop. I've got to go in and change that so that's clean for your when you do your route tonight. But when you're at the end of the day, your timesheet will tell you how many minutes you drove between each stop and how long you were at each stop. And that's how we keep track of our records, that you did everything you said you did, and that how long you did. If it takes you extremely long to do something, which I can't believe it will, we can adjust. But this is how we double check what you're doing. That is how you use Jobber. I hope this little video came out. It's the first time I've tried this.